We have a Defender in the shop. I think it is an HD8. It's got some transmission problems. It's not going into any gears. It's actually going into gears, but it's acting like it's not. Even when in park. Let's see if I can put it in park here. Spin that a little bit, Don. Right there. So that is actually in park, but it's not in park. So we gotta figure out what's going on with this and why. Spin it. Yeah. That should be spinning. And then when it's in park, that's your parking gear. This going into that gear is your park. So something internally is broken. Don got our trusty Milwaukee bore scope out. We're gonna look in and see if we can see any foul play. Put this in the shadow where I can see with the camera. Go back down to that. Those teeth misaligned.
What's that?
Those teeth are missing that gear. They're not even touching.
I think it's bound up right there.
They're behind. The gear on the left is behind the gear on the right. Okay, look around a little bit more. Look around back here on the right where we see that gear. See if anything is below it or above it. Almost looks like maybe there was a snap ring that's supposed to be there, huh? Oh look, that's an impression of a gear. That gear's off.
Yeah, the gear looks crooked.
Okay, I don't know if I'll pick that up on camera or not, but this gear is supposed to be on that shaft, but you can see it sitting in there crooked. You see that, Cher?
Yes, maybe what, like a snap ring or something broke or wore out,
Yeah.
and then they let the gear come off.
That's exactly what it is, because you can see a snap ring groove on that one.
Yeah, I think it's bound up on.
Can you get any more of a straight on shot of that crooked gear? Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, she crooked. Alright, so transmission has to come out. Unfortunate. We were hoping we'd be able to fix it for them fairly cheap, but thought maybe it was a parking gear. They've been known to break the teeth off and then it won't stay in park, but internal foul play. I do have a spare transmission. I have a Defender transmission here. Still has to come out, but I do have one just in case. I have, no, that's an X3 transmission. That is an X3 transmission. We'll go over here to the shop, or the other shop. What are you doing? Cher's replacing a tail light. Also, was missing a tail light. We're gonna go over here to the other parts building. And I believe we have a very good spare working Defender transmission that we've acquired throughout the years. I think that's this one. I think this is, yeah, this is the Defender transmission. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, that one's good. Even has everything, just needs a side cover put on it. Well, it's out, we'll split it, make sure. But this was pulled out of a good working Defender. Let's get reduction gears on an X3. So we'll check some numbers on this, make sure they'll match, and then we'll be good to go. Make any progress? Got tires off, belt cover, belt, clutches, axles. How'd the axles come out? Pretty good.
The axles came out.
Good. Pretty easy.
Yeah, the axles, but the
Oh, they won't come out of the hubs.
no.
Let's see them.
All right. So just pull the whole thing.
Pretty similar build to an X3. Got these up here, probably one or two on the other side. Got the muffler mount up there. Looks pretty close to an X3.
Yeah, except for this side. We don't have the gusset. And I'm pretty sure it's underneath that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yours is over there. I seen it. Right there, all that rubber.
Yeah.
That was you.
Alright, yeah. I did a little burnout on the pit bike, but Sherry had a 0-turn lawnmower in here doing donuts. That's a little bit more expensive than my pit bike. Alright, couple more bolts. Get the muffler off. Get the transmission bracket off the back. Move some things around up front on the motor. We might be able to pull this thing. We think it's time for transmission removal. Those are studs, so it's like it's wanting us to move it back an inch, inch and a half to be able to get it out. And it is really close to touching the muffler, so just have to try to figure out different ways to work around it without removing the muffler. It would be nice. Be very nice not to have to remove the muffler. Might have to remove the heat shield. If we move that heat shield, it'll probably go.
Yeah, that'll give us like
Another half inch at least.
yeah, I think that's all we need.
Heat shield removal complete. Transmission removal not yet complete. I can kind of shimmy it if you want to. They don't give you much room. Is it hitting anything in the back? Is it? So it needs lifted up a little bit in the back. Sherry, get me that big pry bar there so I can hold the back of this transmission up. Alright, so what you need to do is unhook the exhaust here, unhook the springs there, and then you just tilt the exhaust up. It's that simple. And then the transmission will come out. It only took us about 30 seconds, right? Yeah, not at all, but you know, where there's a will, there's a way. About a half an hour of maneuvering some stuff. We got it. We have a strap up to the cage just to hold the motor up so it stays up out of the way. So we'll be able to lower this all back down once we get it back in. For now, we're gonna pop this thing apart and we're gonna see what's wrong with it. There are a bunch of 10s and 13s. When you think you got them all, look again. They're probably hiding. I need a deep well for extension.
What size?
3/8 extension. And once you have all of these off, there's always 2 on the other side. Then you take a flat screwdriver. From this side. Usually they pop off really easily. There it is. Now, I think this is a 30. 28 or a 30. So there's a part gear that goes in there. This will just spin. So put something here, put that part gear in here, and that part gear will hold this from spinning while you use an impact on that.
I get it.
Okay, now we're ready to split the transmission.
And got some blocks of wood.
Can-Am gives you spots like this to be able to pry on, so you don't pry on the actual case. You don't want to mess up the sealing surface. Good. That should come out.
Not backed off.
Where's the gear that was crooked?
Look at this down
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That ain't no good.
Nope.
Where is the gear that was crooked? Was it?
So where's the? Where were we looking in at?
Oh, it was probably this one. It's in there now.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
see how that
probably-
one lifts up?
Yeah, it probably lifted up.
Yeah, so this one was probably up here
It was
crooked.
probably the whole way out, tilted.
Yeah.
But that's not.
No, is that snap? Is that snap ring?
I bet it is that snap ring.
Yeah. Milwaukee.
You got magnet.
Magnet. Oh, there's a bunch of junk on it. You want a pair of pliers?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Fly hairs?
This thing pulls out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can pull it out. Oh my. That is not a clip. That's a, that might be a shim. Or no, that might be a part of a bearing race.
Is it the piece that for shifting into full drive?
No, I saw that in there.
That's right here.
Yeah, that's
Still
there.
hole?
Look at the edge of all the bearing races, like one of these or something. It's kind of what it looks like. I'm wondering if it's something off of this, but I'll have to look at the schematics. We can look at the drawing.
Is the inside of that bolt or the inside of that still there? The threads and everything?
Well, yeah, so if you look, I'll set that there. If you look at the bottom side of this, there's a groove right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that this may or may not go in that groove, but I won't know unless I look at the drawing.
I see.
I like that.
Fits.
It fits perfect, but that means there's another piece in there somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll just have to pull the... Yeah, it's broke. Maybe, I don't know.
So that nut probably just loosened up and slammed up in there. Let the gears move. The gears.
Yeah, because it probably fits up in there too.
Yeah.
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 So there's in fact
It's a shim or something along those lines.
Ground up.
Unless it got ground up. But we'll have to pull everything.
it was sitting underneath this bearing.
Pull that, you can, yeah, you can pull that out.
That's where it was sitting.
Alright, we'll have to do some investigating. There was a lot of
Pieces, metal.
ground up metal shards that come out of it, so it's almost like this. It's like the other half of it, something like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Okay, go ahead, set that bearing back down in there. Well, luckily, after many minutes of searching and removing gears, we finally found the other half of that shim. It is a two-piece shim that sandwiches on both sides and then gets tightened down by the gear. I went back in and looked at all the drawings and the schematics for these, and they are not available to buy. So we got extremely lucky with being able to find the other one unharmed. I put it back in underneath that gear right there, tightened this down, cleaned it off real good, got red Loctite on it. We're gonna let this thing dry for a little while. We'll put it back together. We won't put any fluid in it. We like to let them sit. It gives this sealant time to cure without getting wet, and it'll give that Loctite some time to cure up too. So we'll get the edges cleaned off real good. We'll get them sprayed down with some cleaner. We'll get some new, we use black Permatex. It's oil resistant. We'll put that on there. We'll seal it up. We'll let it sit for a while, and then we'll throw it back in this machine. And this one will be on its way. All right, we're back outside at the Defender. It's the next day, and we're finished up. Transmission's put back in. It's all tidied up. Everything is good to go. The gear's in, tightened, and we do have park. Gotta throw in park. So now we actually have a parking gear, and it goes into every gear, which is awesome, and it shifts really nice. So he has two secondary rollers broke in the clutches, so we're waiting on those. Once we get those in, we'll put them in, and then we'll be able to give this customer a call, get this back out to him so he can drive it and enjoy it how it should be. And then I think we could probably give him a powder coat update. Want to walk over? We'll go over here and see what Dawn's getting into. Okay. What is on your back? What is that?
Whatever is living in here.
Look at it. Ew. Ah, it's looking nice and open in here.
Wow, it looks weird actually.
Yeah, it does. I'm digging it. That wall's cut down. That wall is cut down. These walls are coming down. Oh my. Yeah. We'll get a door put in there. We'll get this area over here cut out, so we'll put a garage door there. What's going over here? And nothing. Just a door. Okay.
We don't know yet.
Powder coat oven's probably over there. Maybe Maybe over here next to the, I could always put it like here facing that way.
That way.
Yeah, that way it's right next to the electrical panel.
We could cut a hole and insert it in a little bit.
Could do that too.
So just squeeze back there.
I like it. Okay, we'll bring you back here in another probably video or two and we'll show you the progress that's being made, but we're getting there. All right, that is gonna do it for this video. Tune back in next week. We'll see you in that video. Thanks for watching.